What do you do with that room you've prepared in your home and in your heart?
Very traditionally, we got the news from the doctor on the other side of the curtain. It's a great big baby boy. And we heard him cry immediately, and we're just filled with joy.
He had big, beautiful eyes.
30 to 45 seconds later, the nurse brought him by. They said, we're not gonna let you hold him just yet. We're gonna let you have a look. Here he is. But we're gonna take him upstairs real quick because we don't like his color. It's amazing how your world can change in 30 or 45 seconds like that. So they discovered that it was a heart problem called transposition. Isaac was scheduled for surgery about a week later.
Had some complications in surgery and fought really hard. And
he lived for 2 months. He had a kind of a roller coaster ride of several recoveries, but then crashed.
It was an amazing 2 months for us, for our family, for our marriage, for our church. We learned a lot about life that really I hold precious. I know that I won't do anything harder than holding him while he died.
It hurts that Isaac's room is empty. It hurts, and I guess it'll always hurt because it's all these years later. It hurts that his room is empty. But empty in God's hands means available. Isaac awakened something in us that was ferocious. It's that gut level realization, you'll do anything for this kid. You'll do anything for this kid. Well, that anything is Isaac's room. If you're to fast forward the story a little bit, Isaac's room has taken a fairly long and winding journey with several great stops along the way, and it's a pretty cool place to be a part of. It's downtown. Ike is a nickname for Isaac, and the box is kind of just short for the room. It's this concept of space. Our mission is to get divested young people invested. Our methodology is a program we call IKE Quest. So it starts with training camp. We spend a lot of time together, and we work out next door at the YMCA for the first hour. Then we come together for class. We teach a little curriculum that we've come up with called the Key Ideas. And then in the last hour of each training camp session, we have dinner together, and volunteers bring dinner. We always finish training camp with a ropes course experience, and that day in and of itself can be a life-changing experience. When you finish training camp, you're eligible for one of two pathways. The first one that's been established a little bit longer is the workforce track of IKE Quest, where they have the opportunity to be an intern and then perhaps an apprentice at the IKE Box coffee shop. We're focusing on how to be a stronger person and therefore a dependable worker. And we certify them at the end of 5 or 6 weeks, that they're kind of IKE certified, ready to be employed, or they are also eligible for an apprenticeship, which is a paid training position at the IKE Box.
24-ounce latte.
And the skills become a little more specialized. The second track of IKE Quest that you can opt for after training camp is what we're calling Heroes in Training. We gather the group for about 5 or 6 weeks, and they take on a service learning project somewhere in the community.
They do a project from start to finish, and at the end, they get to present it at the IKE Box on stage, dressed up with a PowerPoint in front of friends and family, and it's just a phenomenally powerful experience for those kids.
So in IKE Quest, we give kids these opportunities, and we have this pathway, training camp, internship, apprenticeship, things that develop work readiness, employability. We have Heroes in Training where they're serving the community. And this is the magic, I think, of the IKE Box. The people come and go for coffee, and our kids get to interact with that, which is really powerful and transformational for all of them. I love to sit there and have a cup of coffee and look kind of across the room and behind the counter, and whether it's Fernando or Ben, Sarita, Kaylee,
Alejandro, Alex, and
Tanya,
Davida,
tasting success. We're talking about kids who have been on probation, they've been flunking out of school, they've been getting in some trouble with the law, getting in trouble at home, foster kids, homeless kids. Now we're talking about kids who are going to school, going to college, they're working for us or they're working for somebody else, they're paying taxes. They're not just surviving, they're not just staying out of trouble, they are making a contribution. That's the ultimate goal of IKE Quest and everything IKE for that matter. And it's the beauty of what we get to experience every day.
It's very fulfilling, and we're very committed to each of these kids. It's an ethic of what will we do for Isaac? What would we do if it were our own son?